We're live.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Good evening, everyone. It's another night of our spotlight, and tonight is a very special our Dadpreneur spotlight. First time to have our male guest in our in our live stream. So for those who are watching, my name is Rose Santic, and I am the owner of the Rose SDG World. And I've been doing the business for 4 years. And the purpose of this live is to share and inspire you, and to let you know that we have amazing opportunity that you can do at home, and you can do anytime, anywhere. And together with me, Coach Marie. Introduce yourself, please.
Yes, good evening to everyone. Again, we're on air live with our Dadpreneur. Yes, alam niyo po sa community namin mostly ay mga mompreneur. So, yan yung parang empowering woman. Pero this time, let's hear some insight po sa ating mga haligi ng tahanan at nakaka-excite. Na-excite din ako sa twinning namin, Coach, no? Bakit tayo naka-twinning ngayon? Kasi parang astig yung dating natin kasi.
We're very cool because our special guests are also our cool dad.
Ay, di ba pala ako nagpapakilala? By the way, my name is Marie. So, dito po ako sa Miken, Japan, living here for quite some time, some full-time worker, and I'm doing the business for 1 year and a half. Okay? At constantly doing the business with, passion and pride, like yan sinasabi. So, ang main purpose po ng live na to is to let everybody know that this business is for all categories po. Kaya every week, talagang kaabang-abang na episode at parang surprise kung sino ba ang i-interviewin namin dito para marinig natin.
Yes.
Okay, so we're grateful with our Dadpreneur coach. Introduce them.
Yes. Wait lang, dagdagan ko lang yung every week kaabang-abang ko sino mga host, guest natin. Ako, isa sa mga inaabangan ko din is yung ating twinning clothing. So excited ako every week para di ba, we can, and this is how we do the business. We enjoy it, di ba? So part of that is how we wear clothes, di ba? Good evening to our viewers. So, hindi na namin patatagalin. We want to introduce our Dadpreneur spotlight.
Di pa nag-start.
Si Ba. David and Jessie.
Yes.
Yan. So, good evening. Yan. So, excited to hear from you. Welcome. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Binigyan nyo kami ng oras para interview on the spot actually. Ngayon lang talaga kami nagkaroon ng nag-asa kanila na can we interview today kasi nga yung dapat na nakaschedule ay medyo na nagkaroon ng conflict sa oras. Pero we're so happy at pinaunlakan nyo kami. So, hindi na namin patatagalin kasi we have 16 million viewers and they are very excited to know more about you. Okay, mentor. Coach Marie, what's the first question? And you can choose kung sino gusto mo una.
Introduce mo na sila or sa first question natin, pwede na silang mag-introduce doon, di ba? So, yes. Alright, so first question natin sa ating mga astig at mga guwapings na Dadpreneur. Number 1, ayan. Para mawala yung kaba, mga guwapings, okay? Number 1, can you tell us your background and what inspired you to become a Dadpreneur? So, kanina tayo mag-start.
Bato ba topic?
Mag-start muna tayo kay mentor Kuya Jessie.
Okay. Sige mo.
Okay, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at sa lahat po na milyong-milyong nanonood sa oras na ito. At medyo nasurpresa po kami sa invitation ni Coach Rose at ni Coach Marie. Ayan, naalala ko tuloy si Coach Nora. Medyo ayoko sabihin kinakabahan ako, no? Pero medyo pagandahin natin yung salita. Medyo agitated kami ni David. Ayan. Tunayan uminom na ako ng gamot ko at yung puso ko parang gusto lumabas sa dibdib ko. Inhanda ko na rin yung pang blood pressure ko. Tapos tinawagan na rin ako ng doktor ko. Sabi ko, standby ka lang dyan sa labas, pati yung ambulansya mo. Biro lang po. Kailangan masaya tayo pag matanggal ng ating mga alalahanin sa buhay. Magandang gabi po muli. Nagpapasalamat kay Coach Rose, kay Coach Marie, maging kay David para po sa imbitasyon. Ako nga po pala si Jessie Oribiana, isang Pilipino. Ako po ay may isang anak na lalaki, isang anak na babae, at isang asawa. Yun po yun. Ako po ay isang professional civil engineer, senior site engineer po ako dito sa Singapore. Hindi po senior kasi senior yung position ko, kundi after 7 years, senior na po ako. Kaya po site engineer lang ako dito. At ako po isang digital business owner. Kagaya ni Coach Rose, ni David, ni Coach Marie. Kami po ay mga business partners para po doon sa kaalaman ng ibang nanonood na milyon-milyon po nating mga tagahanga, mga viewers. Ang dami nila po, ang dami. So, yun po ang aking background. At what inspired you to become a dadpreneur? Actually, nung nasa Pilipinas po ako, 70s, 80s, 90s, meron na kami small business o family business. Contractor po yung tatay at nanay ko. Kaya po ako nung 80s, sabi ng tatay ko, kailangan mag-aral ka ng civil engineer para sa business na ito. So may background na po ako ng business. Simula elementary hanggang college. At nung 90s, pagka-graduate ko ay tumulong na po ako doon sa mga magulang ko. So yun po ang aking background. Maraming salamat po.
Wow, thank you po, Mentor Kuya Jessie. At nakaka-inspire po naman.
Wow.
Si Kuya Jessie pala ay isang professional sa kanyang field. Wow. And
nakaka-amaze.
Yes.
So, hindi lang siya basta-basta, di ba? Professional engineer. Ang galing. So, we are so happy to hear your background, Kuya Jessie. Let's move on to Kuya David, Mentor David. So please, can you tell us your background also?
Hello po, magandang gabi. I just want to make sure is my camera and my internet working? Yung pong sound is okay? Yeah, I'm just having a technical difficulties pero kailangan natin yan para at least, alam mo yun, spice ng konti. So, gusto ko lang pong sabihin good evening po, good morning sa mga nanonood sa ibang time zone. My name is David Panganiban po and I'm a Filipino that is living here in Japan. I am 35 years old po and I have a wife and I have one beautiful daughter. So, just a quick background lang po. Back in the Philippines po, ako po ay isang registered nurse. And then, sa Pilipinas po kasi, medyo sobrang daming nurse. So, nung time po na yun, medyo nahirapan akong maghanap ng trabaho as a nurse. So, nagpalipat-lipat ako ng parang job interview and all. Tapos, nag-end up po, naging medrep po ako. So, yun po yung mga work background ko sa Pilipinas. So, naging nurse po ako, naging medrep, and then nagkaroon po ng opportunity na makapunta dito sa Japan with my wife. So, nung first time po magpunta ako dito sa Japan, wala po akong idea kung anong klaseng bansa ang Japan. Hindi ko po siya sinearch, hindi ko po alam kung anong itsura ng Japan. So, nung pagpunta ko po dito, first time, pagbukas ng eroplano, sabi ko, wow, ito pala yung Japan, ito pala yung bansa na sinasabi nila Japan. So, pagkatapos po, nung nakita ko yung Japan, sabi ko, hindi na tayo uwi sa Pilipinas. Let's stay here and let's live here. So, yun po, now I am working as a teacher in an international school po dito sa Tokyo for 5 years po. 5 years na po ako nagtuturo. So, nagtuturo po ako ng science and PE. And, yun po. So,
wow.
So, I find joy po in teaching kids here in Japan. So, yun po. So, that's my quick introduction for myself po. Yes.
That's amazing. Coach Marie, ano yung what can you say about their profession na alam niyo yung doing this business talagang you don't have to, very, very, talaga, open to everyone. Iba't ibang background, right? From engineer to nurse, medrep teacher, and what can you say about it, Coach Marie?
Nakakahanga. Ay, Coach, ngayon ko lang narinig, registered nurse pala din si Mentor David. O, pag ganyan ang nurse, maraming maging pasyente. And si Kuya Jesse, isang engineer. So, para mga professionals pala itong kaharap natin, para tayo yung pinapabahan. Para ako yung biglang
pinapahan din akong bigla nung narinig ko yung mga professionals.
Pero just imagine, consider pa rin nila na maggumawa ng online business. Dahil kahit na sila ay yung professional na sa kanilang kanilang field. So, let's move to our next question. Yes,
pwede pala tayo magpatingin kay David, no?
So Coach, sorry hindi ko nabasa yung tanong. What inspired me to become a dadpreneur? Yes. Sorry hindi ko po na answer, pero
go ahead.
Nung nagkaroon po ako ng anak, yun po yung naging inspiration kasi pagka nagkaanak ka, your life will change. So dati puro sarili ko lang ang iniisip ko. Dati ano kakainin natin, saan tayo pupunta, ano yung mga papanoorin natin sa sine. Ngayon po, na naging tatay ako, parang wow, parang ang dami palang factors na kailangan i-consider. So, nung naging tatay po ako, nag-start po akong tumingin in the future. So parang sinabi ko sa sarili ko, paano ko bibigyan ng magandang future ang aking anak? Paano ko bibigyan ng magandang future ang aking asawa habang kasama ko po sila? Kasi po napapansin ko, bilang teacher dito sa Japan, I'm a teacher and I work 8 hours. So just a quick story lang po, nung pong para sa akin, nung pong time na kailangan na namin ibigay yung anak ko doon sa daycare, sobra po akong nagagalit sa asawa ko. Sabi ko, ayoko kasi hindi ko makikita maglalakad ang anak ko. Ayoko. Kasi yung milestone po, gusto ko po makita ko yung milestone kasi I am still a new parent. Kasi yung pong baby ko 2 years old. So parang sinasabi ko, pag iniwan natin yan, yung mga teachers nila doon yung makakita ng first word niya, yung teachers nila makakita ng first step niya. So parang nag-isip ako ng solution, paano ko kaya sila makakasama? Paano ko sila makakasama araw-araw para makita ko sila and habang kumikita and growing as a person while being with them. Tapos inisip ko, being an employee is rewarding, being a teacher is rewarding. I have fun teaching kids. I have fun like making them laugh, teaching them stuff. Pero pagka nagkaanak ka na talaga parang yung priorities in your life will change. So I just want the best for my wife, for my kids. At the same time, being with them. Being a dadpreneur, being your own boss, being an entrepreneur is my answer for it.
Yan.
So, yun po yung nag-inspire sa akin para maging dadpreneur. Sorry, hindi ko nasagot kanina and sorry to cut you. Yun lang po yung aking kwento. Thank you.
Na-inspired kami na marinig yan. We're so happy. I can resonate with you. I'm also a teacher before. I'm a full-time digital business owner. And yeah, being a teacher is a really rewarding job, but spending more time with your loved one is the most special moment na talagang hindi mo siya mapapalitan. Kaya I'm so happy to hear that from you. While you're young parents, na i-imagine mo na how would you like to give time to your one and only daughter, di ba?
Yes.
Them growing. Being a parent also, I'm a mom. Marie is also a mom. Yan din isa sa mga talagang goal ng pagiging parents, and we're so happy this business can give us more or much more than what we are getting from our job. Diba?
Yes.
Speechless na kami sa inyo, wala na kami.
Kaya nga umpisa pa lang yan. Pero let's see.
Parang nasagot na lahat yung tanong. Okay,
kaya
number natin, Coach. Flash na natin yan.
Alright.
Si Kuya Jesse nagahang din yata si Mentor Jesse.
Medyo nagahang ang ating mga dadpreneur, but I hope they can hear, we can hear us. Okay.
Coach, dagdagan ko yung sinabi ni ni David, ano. Mabuti na lang, Jesse pangalan ko, hindi Goliath eh. Jesse sa Bible po is Jesse is tatay ni David. Kaya pwede ako maging tatay ni David.
Wow.
Hi, Papa.
Tama yung sabi niya na pag may anak ka na, iba na yung mindset mo eh. Lalo na ngayon, paglaki na, may kasabihan, paglaki ng sahod, paglaki din ng expenses, pag ganyan yan eh. So kailangan mo ng extra stream of income. Kasi ito yung katotohanan eh. Sabi nga ni Mel and Jay nung araw, nung mga 80s, kung napanood nyo si Mel and Jay, sabi ni Jason sa noon, yumayaman ang isang tao sa profit, sa tubo ng business, hindi sa salary. Yun yung katotohanan nun eh. So, iba talaga yung may business. As I was, na sinabi ko sa inyo, may background kami ng business. Iba kapag meron kang business. Hawak mo oras mo, ikaw ang boss mo. Tapos yung pera, yung kinikita mo, na isang araw lang, sa ordinaryong empleyado, 3 buwan mong kikita. So, malaki yung diferensya. Merong advantage at disadvantage. Pero for me, kaya ako na-inspired din dito. Nagpe-pray kami noon ni misis ko doon sa extra income. So nung sa madalit salita, may nakita kang yung misis ko na ad. Nakita niya si Coach Dora. So doon nagsimula. So sabi ko, try natin mag-business ulit. Kasi iba talaga yung may business. At dito po sa digital business ito, may hidden gems ako na-discover. Marami akong natuklasan. Kaya tinutuloy ko no matter what happen. Alam ko, ito po ay binasbasan ng Lord para po maraming mabago ang buhay. Lalo na sa pinagdal.
Oh, amen.
Amen. That's true. That's really amazing. Ang sarap pakinggan that lahat naman tayo dito nagdadasal ng pagbabago and God showed us this amazing opportunity. Diba? It's up to us kung ano yung paniniwalaan natin. Pero dahil pinagdasal natin to, it's easy for us to decide. Yan. Galing! Grabe! Umpisa pa lang yan. And we are on the second question. Okay.
Okay, second question natin. Balancing entrepreneurship and parenthood can be challenging. So how do you manage your time?
Kaya ni David yan.
So ako po, balancing time, entrepreneurship and being a parent, like, to be honest, as of the moment, I'm still balancing it. Like, kasi I'm still a new parent, talagang sa una kapaan yan. Ano ba talaga yung pinaka tamang oras para gawin ko yung negosyo? Ano ba yung tamang oras para gawin ko yung pagiging responsibilidad ko bilang ama, responsibilidad ko bilang asawa? So, sa akin, ang ginawa ko sa sarili ko, I just need to commit to it. I just need to commit. Like, kasi po, tayo po, meron po tayong same 24 hours. Mayaman ka man, mahirap, lalaki, babae, meron po tayong pare-parehong 24 hours sa isang araw. It's up to us kung paano po natin gagawin, kung paano po natin gagawing makabuluhan ang 24 hours ng ating buhay. So hanggang ngayon po, it took me a lot of trial and error kasi we're a new parent. I'm still balancing it. Pero nung sinabi ko sa sarili ko, this time, for example ngayon po, nag-commit ako sa sarili ko, no matter what happen, I will wake up 4 a.m. in the morning. No negotiation, nothing, just do it. Kasi pag 4 a.m. po, tulog pa po yung anak ko, tulog pa po yung asawa ko. I have all the time and all the tahimik, so I can think more, I can do my me time. So from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I will focus on my job. I will focus on being a dadpreneur. I will focus on getting my mind right, getting my body right. Kasi sa negosyo po na ito, marami pong factors eh. Pero pag sinabi mo sa sarili mo na this time or this is what I will do and you commit on it and you stick on it and no matter what happen, do it, makukuha niyo po yung balance eh. So, ngayon po, pinaka-effective po sa akin talaga is the morning And kasi po ako sa business ngayon, ginagawa ko po is I allot 2 to 3 hours every day. Spread out. So pagka umaga, yung hindi maagang gumising yung anak ko, magagawa ko yung 3 hours. Pero pag hindi ko nagawa, spread ko po siya sa ibang time of the day. Pero I need to make sure that I will do this as an entrepreneur. I will do this time as a dad. I will do this time to myself. I will do this time to my wife. So I just have to be committed. I just have to do it. No excuses, no negotiation. Just do it. Yun po yung ginawa ko.
Amazing. I love what Mentor David, Dadpreneur David said na commitment. Yung importante sa work natin po, commitment. Although this is online business, kaya this is flexible. Time is manageable naman pag committed and focused ka talaga. You don't have to spare your whole time para gawin ang business na to because manageable nga siya. Kaya parang bagay talaga to eh. Pag pinagsama mo ang parenthood at saka entrepreneurship, talagang bagay sa talaga if you are really committed and focused on. Talagang mababalance mo siya ng mabuti. Alright, thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Let's move on to Mentor Jessie.
Ako na ba? Pwede ba i-copy paste ko na lang yung kay David?
Complete package na kasi, no?
Kompleto na. Yun yung sasabihin ko eh. Okay. Doon pa lang sa tanong, makikita mo na balancing, entrepreneurship, parenthood, challenging, and time. So yung 5 word na yun, kasi kailangan balance lahat eh. Ako, personally, makipamilya ako eh. Gusto ko, lalo na ng mga bata pa yung mga anak ko, tama yung sabi ni David, gusto ko may panahon ako, quality time. Yun po ay importante. So dito sa entrepreneurship natin, itong digital business na ito, magagawa mo yung, makukuha mo yung quality time. Kasi yung time is time eh. Yung money you can earn, but the time, wala na yan eh. Dilipas na yan eh. Mausisaan mo na lang, lumaki na yung mga anak mo. So, paano ko na-manage yun? Si David kasi maliliit pa ang anak niya. Yung mga anak kong lalaki, 24 years old. Yung babae, 22, may trabaho na sila. So, pero I make sure na every week or every day, meron akong quality time. Lalo na sa asawa ko, siyempre. Baka ako, ma-outside ko lang po. Kailangan may quality time ako sa family. Pero siyempre, kailangan, paano mo masusustain yung pamilya mo? Hindi naman pwedeng banding na lang lagi. Sasabihin ng anak mo, Daddy, gutom na kami, kakainin natin. Hindi, banding na lang tayo. Hindi pwede yun. So, kailangan, meron kang hanap buhay. Kung may trabaho ka, okay yan. Pero mas maganda kung may business ka. Kasi ikaw nga yung boss eh. Hawak mo oras mo eh. Kasi kung ikaw ay ordinaryong empleyado, kasi until now, empleyado ako. Pero later on, magiging ako. Job quitter na ako. Naamon ko na yan. So, iba talaga po yung may business. Yung parenthood, importante rin yan. Pero kailangan maging balanse kasi yung panahon lumilipas. Pero kailangan ay talagang meron tayong ang tawag doon quality time para sa pamilya. Yun yung priority ko eh. At alam ko yun din ang priority.
That's true. Ang gagaling, grabe, wala akong masabi. Pero yeah, being an entrepreneur or dadpreneur, talagang this is very tugmang-tugma sa pagiging dadpreneur natin or mompreneur natin to become, we can have our own time, we can give more time with our family, at the same time we can build our legacy. Yun yung napakasarap. So, sa umpisa, you have to do it, pagsabayin mo muna yung work and your business. Yun yung maganda eh, because you are your own boss in this business. So, you can decide what time you want to do it, di ba? Like, I remember when I was working, like David, I'm allotting 2 to 4 hours a day. So, imagine giving that consistently and being committed and doing this business. After 2 years, I was able to quit my job, and now I'm continuously doing it. So that's the only thing. You have to really commit and decide what do you want to achieve in your life, not just not just about the money that you're earning, but also the time that you want to give to your family, di ba? How you will balance your life. Yan talaga yung importante. At natagpuan namin dito yan sa business. Ang gagaling, grabe. So let's proceed to our next question. By the way, we have 40 million viewers. Grabe, ang dami. Thank you so much for staying. We are so happy with our
mamaya mag-shout out tayo, Coach.
Mamaya tayo mag-shout out. Wait lang kayo dyan. We will shout out your name. So,
the next question, Coach.
Yes. Our next question. What were some challenges you faced when starting your business while being a parent? And how did you overcome them? Ano nga ba yung mga challenges? Kasi nga, wala naman madali sa lahat ng gagawin natin. Tama? So, ano ba yung mga challenges na nadaanan ninyo?
Ay, kaya ni David uli yan, Coach.
Siyempre. Ganun talaga pag ang kumbaga si tatay laging tinuturo si anak.
No problem, Father Jesse, Papa Jesse. So for me, challenges. Challenges kailangan yan to grow. So for me, ang unang-unang challenge sa akin talaga going back is how to balance myself. Sobrang at first talaga sobrang nahihirapan po ako kasi I need to balance three person, being a dad, being a businessman, and being a husband. But if you, yun nga po nasabi ko, if you are committed, then you will have time. Second po, yung parang naging challenge talaga na naging sa akin is parang me letting myself be seen outside, yung going outside of my comfort zone. Like this. Ito pong ginagawa natin ngayon, hindi ko po ito ginagawa dati. Yung ginagawa po natin ngayon, kinakabahan ako. pero alam mo nyo, doon sa mga time na nahihirapan ka, doon sa mga time na shit, magagawa ko ba to? Once you put yourself in the most uncomfortable spot, yung mga uncomfortable thing na ginawa mo, ayun yung parang magbibigay sa'yo na mag-grow ka parang, uy, dati hindi naman ako nakapag-live ako. Tulad po nito. So ngayon, nagkaroon po ako ng confidence. So yung mga challenges po, that's constant in life. Like, challenges will always come. Problem will always come. Parati po yung dumarating sa atin. It's just how we look at the problem. So kung itong problem na to, ay hindi ko to kaya, then you lose. You gave up. Pero pag itong problem na to, like for example, kanina, Coach, binigla mo ako, David, pwede ka ba mag-live? Parang, slow-pace po, nasa undo kaya ako ng, ang gagawin ko, like, pero parang inisip ko, kailangan mo siyang gawin. Like, let's do this para makita mo kung ano ang grass on the other side, diba? Parang, now, Coach, I am so grateful na ginawa ko to. I am so grateful na nag-uusap po tayong apat ngayon na lumalabas po ako sa aking comfort zone na hindi ko naman talaga ito ginagawa dati. Pero now, I am gaining confidence because I know stepping outside of your comfort zone will make you a better person. Will make you the person you always dream to be. So, kailangan po natin tong mga challenges. So, pag meron challenges sa akin, it's like, for me, I don't say challenges, I don't say problem. This is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to grow. This is my opportunity to gain confidence. This is my opportunity to tell the world now we have an amazing system. We have an amazing business. This is my opportunity to help other people while I am still working on myself. So, sobrang malaking bagay po ang natutulong ng challenges. Yung may favorite ako na quote na nabasa ko dati, seek discomfort. Pag ikaw parati mong linalagay yung sarili mo sa uncomfortable things na parang dati hindi naman ako ganito, pero ilalagay mo yung sarili mo, just push yourself to be in those uncomfortable places na pagka ginawa mo siya ng ginawa, like yung uncomfortable position na yun is magiging comfortable. So for me, like being challenged, I love it now. And so, let's go challenges. Yun lang po. And I'm still on the process of overcoming everything. I'm not perfect, but I'm more confident in accepting and like being there and overcoming the challenges.
Yes.
Yun po.
Yes, David, because you love to accept challenge, so magkakaroon ka ng part 2 dito. Dahil you love part 2 kayo ulit, partner ulit kayo ni Daddy mo, Daddy Jesse.
Yeah.
So I love what David said na yung about comfort zone, kasi talagang there is no success inside the comfort zone. Wala. So pag lumabas ka, and then syempre if you accept challenges, that's the time na mag-grow tayo. Tama siya na pag you seek discomfort, naglay ka nasa doon sa bagay na alam mong sanay ka na, gamay mo nang gawin. So doon ka na lang. Pero yung resulta nun, iisa. But when you go out of your comfort zone, you will discover the best version of yourself. Right? Yes, Coach.
Galing. Daddy Jesse.
David, pwedeng copy-paste uli. Na rin yung sinabi.
Jesse, nag-aaral ka siguro, copy-paste ka lang.
Nauubusan ako eh. Anak ko si David eh. Okay lang yan. Okay. What were some challenges you faced when starting your business while being a parent? Wala naman akong masyadong naging problema kasi malalaki na yung mga anak ko. Ang nakita ko lang sa kanila, skeptical sila dito sa business. At they expecting more for the results. Yun yung nakita ko sa kanya. At naalala ko yung journey ni Coach Rose at ni Asher. Anak mo Asher, ba? Ibig sabihin ng Asher is happy. Sa Bible, Asher is happy. Sabi niya, pag nakita mo yung parents mo na consistent, hindi mo na kailangang ayain yung anak mo. Makikita nila yon at eventually they will join the business. So importante yung consistency nating mga magulang. Kagaya ni Coach Nora noon, skeptical si Angel, si Mentor Angel. Pero ngayon, umahataw na si Angel eh. Angel Eagle nga ang tawag ko dyan kay Bunso eh. So ganun din yun, yung mga anak natin. Si David, medyo maliit pa yung anak niyan. Alangan naman mag-join ka agad ng business yun, bata pa.
So, 2 years old.
So yun lang yun.
That's amazing. So bali, talagang along the way you will experience the challenges, but I'm always reminding also myself every time I experience challenges, a challenge is equivalent of opportunity, and it means that you are growing, di ba? There's no perfect, there's always a place to improve. So when we face challenges, that's our time to shine. Ibig sabihin, we will grow more. We unleash another potential that we have inside or within us. And like Mentor Jesse said that you be a model to your children, to your family. If they don't believe you, just do it. Act what you can do. Gawin mo siya para sila nanonood sa'yo. Eventually, they will just follow you. They will just do it. Kagaya na nangyari sa akin. Kasi my son is just watching me. But now, he is part of this business and he is also achieving milestones. So, yan lang talaga yung maganda dito sa business na to. When you are committed and consistent, talagang tao na mismo yung lalapit sa'yo. Because hindi mo na kailangan i-prove yung sarili mo because the way to do it is already proven. Okay? That's amazing question and answer portion. Grabe na, amaze ako. Ang dami nating
mahirap na itong mahirap. Ang Miss Universe na to.
Mentor, Coach Marie, what's our next?
So, in your opinion, dadpreneurs, ano ang traits or skills that make you a successful dadpreneur and how these qualities contributed on your journey?
Ayan, pinag-aralan ni David dyan.
Ay, pahirap yung mga Q&A natin, di ba?
Kaya ni David yan.
Okay. Daddy David, do it.
So for me, maraming factors, skills, and traits to become successful in whatever you're doing. Pero for now, I will give you 3. So for me, number 1, most important of all is mindset. Like, to me, to be honest, I just want to be clear. When my wife first saw this business, like, sabi ko, ano ba yan? I'm skeptical. Hindi ako naniniwala and everything. Pero ngayon po na nakita ko kung ano ang nagawa nitong negosyo nito sa ibang tao, hindi lang po dito sa Japan, hindi lang po sa inyo, Coach Rose, Coach Marie, and Mentor Jessie, sobrang daming nagbago na yung buhay. Tapos parang sinabi ko, kung nagawa nila, bakit hindi ka naniniwala? So, hindi mo ba kaya? So, for a very long time, I was in denial na parang, di yan totoo, di yan gano'n. Pero deep inside pala, takot lang pala ako. I'm just afraid to be out there. So right now, kasi nung pong nag-start kami, I quit. So I just wanna tell, I quit. After nung nag-quit ako, nagkaroon ako ng daming thoughts ko sa isip ko. And then one day, I woke up, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, like, I can do this. Sinabi ko sa mind ko na magagawa ko to. Kasi for me, mindset is the start of everything. Kung iisipin nyo lang po, ito, bibigyan ko po ng example. Sa world ngayon natin, lahat po ng nakikita nyo ngayon, lahat ng nakikita natin sa earth, lahat po yan nanggaling po sa mind. For example, iPhone. Wala namang iPhone dati. May isang tao lang nakaisip niyan, parang, uy, what if gumawa ko ng ganito? And you believe on it, and you put the work on it, you can make it happen. So, like, para sa akin, pag inisip mo yung isang bagay, you believe really, really hard in your heart. Just believe in yourself. Do the necessary work. No matter what happen, huwag kang mag-quit. I know deep inside it will happen. So for me, I just told myself na, this is the day that you will say yes. This is the day that you will change. This is the day that you will change your mind. And to be honest, nagbago po yung mundo ko kasi what's inside your mind will be your reality. Kung sa inside ng mind mo, puro na lang, ang pangit ng buhay ko, ang puro traffic, puro ganito, then your life will be like that. Pero pag kunyari gumising ka, wow, this is a good day. Wow, everything will be awesome. Hindi ako mababad trip ngayon. Lahat ng makikita ko, sasabihin ko, hello, your day will be amazing. Before, hindi po ako naniniwala doon, pero now, I just believe in myself. Yung mind mo, it will project. So, yun po yung sa akin, mindset number 1. Pangalawa po, consistency. If you are consistent, no matter what happened, ginagawa mo siya every single day. Kasi po ako, I'm a big believer of compound effect. If you read the book called Atomic Habits, small little things will dictate bigger things in life. So let's just give an example. Let's say fitness, let's say health. Kunyari lang po sa health. Pag every single araw nag-exercise ka ng 10 minutes a day, kung iisipin mo 10 minutes lang siya, pero kung ginawa mo yun ng 365 days for every single day, that's 365 days of 10 minutes. It will be a big deal after. So if you are consistent on something, then you will achieve everything that you put your mind into it. And pangatlo po, ito po yung nag-resonate sa akin. Don't ever quit. Kasi I myself, nag-quit ako kasi I doubt myself, I doubted my wife, I doubted everything, and I quit. Tapos nakita ko yung mga ibang tao, they made it because they didn't quit. So in quitting now, it gave me a new perspective na dapat pala hindi ako nagkukwit. So
galing. Medyo naghang si Mentor David.
Ayan, nag-quit na rin yung ano niya.
Internet.
Ayang naman.
Nabitin kami doon, ha?
Oo nga.
Pero for sure, he will be back. Wait lang.
Yes.
Nandyan ka pa? So, Coach Mary, anong insight mo?
Ako,
grabe yung
wala na ako
Hello.
Ayan na, bumalik na. Mamaya na tayo magbigay na ano.
I'm really sorry.
Nabitin kami.
Pasensya na po. Yun po yung, kasi I myself is a quitter. And I'm not proud of that, but I take full ownership kasi natuto na po ako eh. Now I quit. Now I will make sure that I won't quit no matter what happened. You put your right mind, be consistent, and don't quit. And one more, very bonus na very, very important pala, before I forget, have faith. Have faith. If you surrender everything and give everything to the Lord, to the universe, and you believe everything will happen, wag na po kayo it will happen. Having a good faith will happen. I'm still in the process of being successful, but I have faith that one day I will make it. Kasi hindi po ako pababayaan ng Diyos. Hindi po tayo pababayaan ng Diyos. Mas lalo na po kung malakas ang paniniwala natin. And if you put the work, and if you make it happen, right mindset, faith, and consistency, I'm sure one day I will be there. One day I will be there. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, David. It's happening now. Hindi siya nangyayari na sa'yo.
Yes. It's happening now.
Yes,
thank you,
and
Coach.
it will happen. Marami pang pwede
happening.
magawa. Yung nabanggit na one of the traits na para maging successful is mindset. Yan. So, kaya tayo, we are conducting. Pili ko nasa mindset training tayo, Coach. tayo nasa mastermind na din, di ba? So, very inspiring. Thank you so much, David. At wala na akong maitutong talaga na ako ang nautusan.
Grabe, naubusan din ako sa sobrang gagaling ng ating mga dadpreneur.
Yes.
At syempre, dadagdagan pa yan ni Daddy Jesse.
Actually, Coach Rose, yun na rin ang sasabihin ko sana. Naunahan lang ako kay David. O, copy-paste lang. Actually, sa akin yung nakuha. Hindi, joke lang. Ano ba yung trait sa Tagalog? Katangian at saka yung skills kung paano ka maging successful dadpreneur, no? Traits, katangian, kagaya sabi kanina ni anak na David. Kailangan maging masipag tayo isa yun. May pangarap, sipag, determinasyon at inspirasyon para sa pagbabago ng ating pamilya. So, nakakaawa kasi kapag yung pamilya natin, nakikita natin na hindi natin mabili yung gusto nila. Sa akin, masakit yun eh. So, kailangan meron tayong sipag. Sa skills naman, para sa akin, iba pa rin yung nag-aaral ka. So, kailangan, yung iba na medyo kailangan pinag-aaral kayo, mag-aaral kayo. Iba yung nag-aaral, tapos may business ka pa, masipag ka pa. Sigurado, magiging successful dadpreneur ka pag naging tatay ka na. Tapos sabi kanina ni David is about mindset. Sabi nga ni Dr. Darren Chua, isa siyang tawag dito, na stroke survivor. Pero sabi niya, disability is only in the mind. Talaga pag nakita mo po siya, yung kanang kamay niya hila-hila niya yung paa niya paglalakad. Pero naging para-athlete siya, naging ASEAN champion sa table tennis na naka-wheelchair, para-athlete, doktor siya, coach siya, business strategist siya, ang dami niyang achievement. Kasi yun yung naging niya. Pagkatapos niya ma-stroke at the age of 24 years old, sabi niya, disability is only in the mind. So kapag yun ay in-entertain mo, yung mindset mo, negativity mo, talagang wala kang magagawa. So sabi pa din kanina ni David about the faith. Faith, kung kanina sabi doon disability is on the mind, God is able. So opposite ng disability is ability. Able. God is able. So kapag may faith ka, sabi doon, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Pero sabi ni Jesus, if you have faith, you can do the impossible. Hihigitan nyo pa yung ginawa ko dito sa lupa if you have faith. So, have faith in yourself, have faith in your business, in this digital business. Kahit wala pang nagaganap yan, walang nangyayari, wala kang mga inquiries, tuloy-tuloy lang, consistency, sabi nga ni Ka David kanina. So, yun po yung successful. Kahit wala kang nakikita, pero naniniwala ka na darating ka sa tagumpay. Yun po yun.
I really love it. Thank you so much. Sobrang, in this business, one factor that I really love is the mindset training that we have. And when I first saw Dad Jesse and Dad David, I already knew that they are really the one of our best leaders who can give inspiration, and we always look forward on what you will share in our community, in our Zoom meeting. At ang daming factor that we learn from you, and your traits, your skills. Tama rin si Dad Jesse that skills is learnable. You can learn if you are really willing. So yung traits natin, napapractice din naman yan, and having this faith, all the things that are impossible to you can be possible. Kaya talagang number one ko yan sa inyo, take out. So meron tayo actually question in our comments, and yes, that question is correlated with our next question. Kaya napaka-timing. So in your view, what are the most significant rewards of being a dadpreneur? And added to that question sa ating comment section, sabi, what are the things that you don't know before but you've learned here since you became a digital business owner? Diba? Saktong-sakto siya. Parang it's a reward also, or the things that you learn doing this business. Yan. Galing yan kay Coach Nora. O, di ba? Masyado kayong sino-challenge ng coach natin dito. O. So, who wants to start?
Kabisado ni David yan.
David daw uli eh.
Alright. Yes po. For me, para sa akin, ang pinaka-significant na talagang nagbago sa akin, kasi for me, I may not have the rank, I may not have the financial benefits right now, but ang pinaka nagbago po talaga sa akin is on my personal development. Like from day one David to now David, it's such a big difference. Nag-start po ako na sobrang negative ko mag-isip. Nag-start po ako na hindi ako naniniwala sa sarili ko. And the journey of this being a dadpreneur helped me to become a better person. Hindi lang po in terms of being an entrepreneur, being a dad also, being a husband. I'm striving to be better every single day. Ayun po yung parang pinaka-importante sa akin, kasi deep in my mind, deep in my heart po, na if you are doing yourself in the service of others, all the blessing you will attract everything. But if you are serving and if you are giving it to others, like for me, I gusto ko po na magbago yung the way ko po i-treat ang mga bagay. Like me as a teacher, I'm so like sobra po akong nagiging masaya pag nakikita ko po yung mga estudyante ko na dati hindi naman nila to nagagawa, dati hindi nila to nasasabi, dati hindi naman sila ganito. Ngayon na yung pong interaction ko sa kanila, yung pong experience ko sa kanila na nagbago po sila na tao, yun po yung pinaka masaya para sa akin eh. And I know every single day, if I just be better every single day, strive to be better and like serve people and help them to become better also, I know yung monetary, yung mga benefits na makuha natin, it will come. Kasi para sa akin po ngayon, I just want to help myself to be better, and I want to help people also to be better. If ganun po ang mindset natin, na tutulungan natin ang isang tao, then automatic po meron pong babalik sa atin. So, ayun ang pinakamagandang reward na parang napansin ko po, nagbago po yung pananaw ko sa buhay, nagbago po kung paano po ako makipag-usap sa mga tao. Like ito po, yung confidence ko nagbago. Hindi ko naman ina-expect na mag-share po sa inyo talaga ng ganito, pero I just feel that I need to say this kasi marami ring mga tao dyan na natatakot eh, na hindi rin sila nagsasalita, na baka ako yung maging voice nila na parang, uy, sinabi niya to. So, I want to be that voice. I want to be that person who will help them. Because in helping people talaga, I really believe that in helping people, Like, no matter what you want in life will go back to you. So, it helped me to become a better person. Ayun po yung pinaka-significant reward na natulong sa akin ng negosyo na to, na even though we have a really good system and business, for me, personally, it helped me to become a better person. Yun lang po.
Yes. David, tama yan. Tama yung sinabi mo. So, before maging successful in any gagawin, kahit anong gagawin natin, ang importante yung self-development. Unahin mo muna, it will come inside bago makita yan sa labas. So, yan yung mapapansin mo na you become different. Habang ginagawa mo to, habang ninanamnam ang journey mo dito sa business, nararamdaman mo na ang laki ng pagbabago sa'yo. Not just mag-focus muna sa finances at kung ano pang benefits ng business, kasi there are a lot of benefits dito sa business. Pero unang-unang mapapansin, yung confidence mo at yung self-development, yung pagkatao mo, yung the way you think, the way you see things on a great perspective, ibang nagagawa ng business na to, iba talaga. Grabe. Thank you so much. And syempre, we want to hear from
yun na rin talaga yung sasabihin ko naman ako ni David. Copy-paste.
I love you, Papa.
Yeah, love you too. Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Elena Arrogante, kung napapanood niyo siya. Sabi niya, if you prioritize to help others, sabi nga ni David, money will follow. I-prioritize mo muna yung pagtulong, lalo na sa business nito, sa mga downline mo, at money will follow. Yun naman po yun na magiging ipokrito tayo kung hindi, kaya nga nandito tayo sa business para sa money. Ano po, di po ba? Ngayon, from the word dadpreneur, at mamaya sasagutin ko rin si Coach Nora. Kala mo, Coach Nora, tina-challenge mo kami, ha? Sasagutin kita mamaya. Dadpreneur. As you can see in the two words, dad and preneur. Yung reward, kapag naging daddy ka, reward ka na di ba, David? Pag nagkaanak ka, yes, trophy mo na yun achievement mo na yan reward mo na yun. Sabi nga ng Bible is a blessing from the Lord, your children. Ngayon, dad ka, mas maganda may entrepreneur ka, may business ka. Kasi, hindi lang naman puro pag-ibig yan Hindi lang pwedeng, kailangan may pera ka. Paano mo? Nasa mundo pa tayo Paano mo ma-maintain yung pangangailangan ng pamilya mo kung wala kang source of income? Di po ba? So, dad, blessing, kasi tatay ka na. Preneur, may money ka na. Yun na yun. Tapos, ikaw pa ang boss. Ikaw ang hawak mong oras mo. May quality time ka. So, lahat na. Kumbaga, nandun na, package na yan Yun na yung reward mo. May anak ka na, may pamilya ka na, may business ka pa, may pera ka pa. Mahirap po kasi yung naghihirap. Sabi nga, paano ka tutulong sa may hirap kung ikaw mismo naghihirap? Di po ba? So, ulitin ko ulit, paano ka tutulong sa mahirap kung ikaw mismo naghihirap? So, mas maganda, tatay ka na, entrepreneur ka pa. Tapos sa tanong ni Coach Nora kanina, ano nga po yun? Yung ano na yung nagbago? Ito, Coach, ayan humaharap kami kahit kinakabahan na kami ni David. Ayan, inenda ko pa nga yung aking pang-BP tapos yung doktor ko nakasambay sa labas. Ano man na mangyari, ready kami. Ayan na yung pagbabago. At saka ito kinagusto ko. Dito nung magkaroon kami ng business, actually yung asawa ko ang nagpasimula ako naman ang kanyang ipirinonta sa business nito. Dumami yung kaibigan namin. Japan, Qatar, Philippines, may Canada. Saan ka pa? Ang gaganda nila, ang gagwapo nila. Kala ko ako lang ang pogi. Meron pa pala. Di po ba? Dumami yung kaibigan ko. Although hindi ko pa sila nakikita ng personal sa Zoom meeting. Pero parang pamilya na po tayo. Di po ba? Coach Rose, Coach Dora, yes. Coach Marie, David. Parang Parang nakakatanda ko kayong mga kapatid na Ang turing ko sa inyo. Diba?
Magtatanggap ko ba yung coach?
Tapos yung personality, di ba? Ayan, nakakaharap ako. Tapos nag-video, ganito, na ganyan. Ay, Diyos ko, hindi ko po ginagawa yan nung una. Dito lang, sa digital business nito. Kaya, maganda po itong business nito. Sa lahat ng mga naririnig, sa milyon-milyon nating viewers, maganda po itong business nito. Meron ditong nakatagong treasure. Pag nakuha mo, ay naku. big time.
Yes.
Makakatulong ka na sa pamilya mo, makakatulong ka pa sa mahihirap. Yun po yun. Salamat.
Yes. You're on mute, Coach. Thank you, Coach.
Nakamute pala ako kanina. Grabe. Kinikilig ako kay Kuya Jesse. Hindi ko alam kung nagkamali ba ako naintindi nakakatanda. Tama ba yun?
Kaya nga tinanong kita, Coach, kung makakatanggap mo ba yun?
Alam nyo, I'm so in love with this business because in this business talagang makukuha mo yung purpose in your life. Talagang helping other people. Yan yung magiging, eventually magiging na nating lahat rates na talagang ang ingay ng dog ko. So, bali, helping people to change their mindset is one of the factor na talagang nakakatulong sa atin. Pasensya nyo na ang aking dog, nag-iingay. So, ang ingay mo ha.
Coach, hindi natin nag-greet yung quick lang, yung ating mga viewers.
Okay. Paki-greet nga muna.
Tayo mag-last message. Consistent sila, buhat kanina, nag-start tayo, consistent silang nanonood. Yes.
Let's greet our viewers first bago ko, nawala tuloy ako, nag-ingay kasi ang aking dog. Sobrang dami. We have consistent from mag-isang oras na pala tayo dito, imagine, and we have 40 million viewers. So, let's greet our viewers. Hello everyone. Thank you for watching. Hindi na namin kayo...
Yes, random lang. Ang dami nila ngayon, Wow. Coach Nora din, consistent kanina pa siya. Nag-watch sa inyo. Ang ating...
Dami.
Yes, Margaret Peli, Sekawa. May dadpreneur din tayo, Miguel. Bagong pasok ng dadpreneur. Andito siya nanonood. At inspire po sa inyong dalawa. Yes.
Ay, naiwan na ba? Nasa ilalim. So, ang dami. Andiyan din si Coach Daisa, Coach Nora, Coach Feli. Wow, our coaches. And VP Marketing. And our youngpreneur, soon to be our, diba? Ang daming comment. Michelle, thank you for watching. Dulce, thank you for watching. Sobrang dami. Pagpasensyahan nyo na kung hindi na namin kayo mag-rate ng isa-isa, pero we're so happy na kayo dyan. Yan. So, yung significant, alam nyo, sa umpisa talaga, lahat naman ng papasok dito, of course, we are after the money, di ba? Yung kikitain natin. Pero you know what? Eventually, mag-change talaga yung mindset natin na hindi na natin iisipin yan because it's automatic. Sa umpisa lang yan. Pero talagang ang magiging purpose na natin dito is, yung ating pakilabas yung aso natin, please.
Coach,
yung
gusto
magiging
magsalita ng aso.
Yung aso gusto niyang magsalita. Kung paano tayo makakatulong sa kapwa natin, yung mga taong nagtiwala sa atin dito. And that's the most important. At you know what? Hindi ako masyadong emotional na tao. Minsan nga sinasabihan ako talaga ni Ate Pedi, bakit hindi ka, parang hindi ako umiiyak every time I share or something. Pero you know, when you share about the change of other people, that's become more emotional for me. Kasi sabi ko, iba pala yung nagiging meaning when you help someone to change their life. So yun yung napaka-amazing talaga dito. And marami pang, may last pa tayong question, di ba? Last na ba to?
Last pa ba tayo? Ay, hindi, wala na po. Last na po siya.
Actually, this is advice na lang po kasi we are already 1 hour. Advice na lang, pero para sa mga viewer, nagtataka kayo bakit tinatawag ni David si Daddy Jesse na dad. Because you know, in the Bible, grabe, no? I want Tito Jesse, Daddy Jesse, explain that to us. Who is Jesse to David's life?
Actually, sa Bible po ay name
Teach
Jesse
me,
and David. Si Jesse po ay tatay ni David. Ang Jesse po means God exists and wealthy. Kaya inaangkin ko yung wealthy. And David means is God's beloved. Siya po yung a man after God's own heart. Siya po yung talagang laging makadiyos, si David. Siya po yung naging hari.
Wow. Coincidence, no? Ganyan yung name nilang dalawa. And that's why we are blessed ngayon. Lahat din ng mga nanonood.
Sabi ko nga, Coach, balik kanina kay Coach Rose. Sabi ko, Coach, wala ka ba napansin nung pinadala niya yung logo? Sabi ko, ano ba yun? Sabi niya, nakita mo Jesse and David. Magkamayan sa Bible, sabi ko. Kaya bless po ito. Bless po ito sa lahat. Umanda po kayo lahat sa blessing ng Lord. Sa lahat na nandito ngayon.
Yes, abundant blessing po.
Bless na bless tayo. And we are so blessed to have our dadpreneur tonight. Grabe, this is our first time breaking the record, 1-hour interview with very fruitful interview. So, hindi po ito ang una't huli and expect us to biglain uli kayo.
Coach, kasalanan ni David yan, madaldal si David kasi.
Sasabihin
ko, nabi na niya eh.
Yes, bigyan naman na ng last word, David. Magbigay ka na ng last message and advice sa mga aspiring dadpreneurs natin. So, very quick.
Very quick.
First of all, gusto ko lang pong magpasalamat. Salamat sa opportunity na to, Coach Rose, Coach Marie, and Papa Jesse. Maraming salamat. First,
nako, nabitin na naman tayo.
Last word na sana, we.
Oo nga, last word na lang. Binitin pa kami ni, David eh.
Umuwi na yata si David.
Hindi na kinaya yung 1 hour.
Ayan na.
Oh, hello po.
Ayan, okay.
Pasensya. This is the last time na dito ako sa kwarto na to. Sorry po. This is the next time hindi na ako maglalag. So first of all, ang advice ko lang po, it's okay to be afraid. Ako po, natatakot ako nung una. It's okay to be afraid. Feel everything. Kung natatakot kayo, it's okay to be afraid. Sabihin nyo lang, pero yun nga po, sinasabi ko, mindset. Once you set your mind into it, once you put the work, once you believe in yourself, and you do the work, believe in God, and bago kayo manghingi, magbigay muna kayo. Magbigay muna tayo sa tao. I am sure lahat po ng hinahangad mo mangyayari. Just believe in yourself. And one more, very important, magpasalamat tayo. Let's just be grateful. Be grateful. I'm grateful because alam niyo po yung life po kasi in statistics po ito lang iisipin niyo. The next day, more than 300,000 people lang hindi na po gigising based on statistics. Us being alive right now, let's be grateful for that. So maraming salamat sa oportunidad na to, Coach Marie. Maraming salamat sa mga taong nanonood. And gusto ko lang po magpasalamat sa lahat. This is my first time sharing this and I hope I inspire and I'm hoping to share more and give more to the people. Maraming salamat. Yun lang po.
Yes. You're all amazing. Talaga, we are so blessed na nandito kayo and it's our pleasure. So, Coach, ito na rin ang last message ko. This is one of our unforgettable episode, I should say, kasi marinig natin ang mga insight ng dadpreneur. Yan yung talagang pinaprioritize na ang fatherhood na tinatawag natin. So, sila yung hindi na kontento sa isang income, which is yan ang tamang mindset ng isang tunay na padre de pamilya, tunay na macho, tunay na lalaki, di ba? So when in fact they're already successful sa kanilang mga profession, but yes, because this business we can do it by multitasking, so hindi mo kailangan i-sacrifice yung mga personal career mo, just give mag-slot ka lang ng time because we are equipped with amazing proven tools and we are surrounded with like-minded positive people na katulad nating lahat, di ba? So ngayon narinig namin kayo dito on our live, talagang live on air, kaya lalo kayo naging gwaping sa aming mga paningin and really grateful to have you. Thank you so much. And for sure, may part 2 to.
Yes, definitely. We're going to have part 2. Bitin kami, actually. Marami pang golden nuggets that we can get from this amazing dadpreneur. At one of my prayer is to have also dadpreneur in our team kasi isa sila sa mga talagang malaking inspirasyon ng mga mompreneur. Pero, sa umpisa skeptical, pero once gumalaw yan, pagandaan nyo na. Iba ang galaw ng mga daddy. So, thank you so much, Daddy. And Daddy talaga, Daddy. Daddies, salamat po. At mukhang hindi na tayo magma-mindset training. Panoorin na lang nilang lahat to. See you again. Thank you so much. And,
salamat po.
Ang daming nag-a-ask ng
part. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
See you on part 2.
Thank you.